and welcome to the NEPIC Golf Day. We're on the Priestman course and the first player is just about to go from the first tee with a iron. First impression is the setup is very good indeed. The only concern I've got here is that right hand position. It looks particularly weak, and that means it's rotated too far to the left. Apart from that, looks very good. Let's get you moving and see what is going on. First thing you can notice here is that again, this is probably partially contributing to what we see there. That club face is significantly open, possibly again caused because of the weak right hand. Top of the backswing is pretty good. Good turn. Quite a bit of movement off to the right. You see where how the head's moved away from the graphic there. Certainly be wanting to recommend left heel stays down, and you reduce the amount of sway in the backswing. And we can start to see the consequence of that sway, because if you look at the downswing, you can see how the head position isn't quite recovering. Again, something going on with those hands, because the hands are now apart. Can you see here? In here there's definitely space between the two hands, so definitely want to look at the grip as a starting point, and number two, looking at how you tend to sway off to the right, and as we saw there in the downswing, just don't quite get back to the ball. So it's difficult to make good use of your physical attributes and get your weight transferring more effectively to the left. But I hope you had a good day. Right, so next player on the tee. What we have here is a loaded left side, so there's too much weight on the left side, caused because the head is tilted forward and the shoulders are too level. The head should be further to the right, so what I'd like to see is the head tilted back significantly to the right, with the shoulders, left shoulder higher than the right to start with. Let's get you moving, see what happens from here. So do a decent job from your starting position of keeping the head relatively still, but the consequence of that is that you just don't really, or aren't able to, access your full turning capabilities. The hips look limited, the shoulders are slightly down in rotation. Good movement through the ball here though, good extension, and quite a lot of knee drive there. You can see knees looking very flexed, and this is really again as a consequence of the tightness that you have through the length of the body in the backswing. So I'll be recommending here setup, improve the setup, and try and get you moving better in the backswing. Next player about to go. Here we can see the things I was just alluding to with the previous player. You can see how the head is now behind the ball, the shoulders have more tilt to the right. That's quite important, that's what we're looking for. Shaft angle for me is bordering on being a little bit too far forward, so it's 84 degrees, so you've lost 6 degrees of loft there. So if you've got a 10-degree driver, you've now only got 4 degrees left to play with. But again, this would depend, right, on how you tend to flight the ball. If you flight the ball too low. I'd be suggesting maybe the ball is further forward and the hands and the shaft is back a little bit. But nice start. Let's get you going. I quite like that. Head's reasonably still. The turn is reasonable. There could be more, but pretty good all in all. There's impact. It's a little you're a little back on the right side here. Right foot hasn't quite got up. Upper body you can see is leaning back to the right a little bit, so you haven't quite got your weight forward. If you check that left foot out now, you see how it spins out because the weight is too far to the right side there. And you're just looking a little bit difficulty there, but again I think you could improve that movement pattern just by trying to create a little bit more turn and get the weight transferring a little bit more to the left side. Here's the last player of this group, and there's a nice starting position. Right hand is a little bit strong, but very nice position. I think we can get you moving. Already quite a bit of head sway to the right. Turn not too bad. What you see here as you're coming into impact, the consequence of shifting to the right in the backswing. You're better trying to stay stable in the backswing and then drive the weight left. So you can see now as you're moving through, everything's stuck down the right side here. So we want to improve the foot movement so you can transfer the weight to the left and reduce the sway to the right. So you see that sort of finish position there where you look fairly flat-footed. You'll get much better distance and you'll get much better or more consistent ball striking if you can transfer that weight a little bit more effectively. Hope you had a good day, and we'll see you again next year.